Distance. It's a scalar quantity that refers to how much ground an object is covered during its motion. Displacement is a vector quantity that refers to how far out of place an object is. It's the object's overall change in position. Today, I'll be demonstrating the difference between the two. Point A is red, and point B is blue. No matter where I go, or how much ground my feet cover, the displacement from point A to point B does not change. This displacement is always 3 feet. The roots are 0, 0, which is the red point, and 3, 0, which is the blue point. The vertex of the parabola I just traced is 1.5 and 1.5, the green point. Velocity is a vector quantity. It's the speed of something in a given direction. Let's say I'm traveling at 1 meter per second. The forces acting on an individual dancer create a push-pull relationship between the dancer and the surrounding space. The force you exert on the floor is affected by the direction and the magnitude of the force. When balancing in releve, or on your toes, you're exerting a force against the floor that is equal to the force of gravity being exerted on you. This results in a zero-sum force acting on the body, placing you in your center of gravity. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity per unit of time. Acceleration is the name we give to any process where the velocity changes. Since velocity is a speed and a direction, there are only 2 ways for you to accelerate. Change your speed, or change your direction, or change both. I'm accelerating because I'm speeding up. I'm now accelerating because I'm slowing down. And I'm accelerating because I'm changing directions. If you're not changing your speed and you're not changing your direction, then you simply cannot be accelerating, no matter how fast you're going. So if I move at a constant velocity, I have a 0 acceleration. But when I come to a halt, I have a negative acceleration. The acceleration is equal to the difference between the initial and final velocities, divided by the time it took for the velocity to change from initial to final velocity. The incorrect intuition usually goes a little something like this. Acceleration and velocity are basically the same thing, right? Wrong. People often erroneously think that if the velocity of an object is large, then the acceleration must also be large. Or they think that if the velocity of an object is small, it means the acceleration must be small. But that just ain't so. The value of the velocity at a given moment does not determine the acceleration. In other words, I can be changing my velocity at a high rate regardless of whether I'm currently moving slow or fast. Anyways, Newton's first law of motion is often stated as an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So unless I hit a wall or someone stops me, I'm going to keep on shuffling. Now for the math behind all this. Today in this demonstration, I've been tap dancing on a big graph. I'm going to talk to you all about quadratic equations in a more professional manner. Thank you for listening.